Welcome to the tutorial video for how to configure your Services Hub on-demand assessment for SQL Server. In this video, you'll learn the prerequisites for setting up your assessment, the requirements for the user account used to do the setup, step-by-step instructions for completing the setup, and finally, you'll see how to view and analyze the results of your assessment. If you haven't already, you'll need to install the Services Hub on-demand assessment agent on your system. You can watch a short tutorial video at the link displayed here. To configure your SQL Server assessment, you'll need a domain user account with the following rights: a member of the local administrative group on all servers in the environment, and the sysadmin role on all Microsoft SQL servers in the environment. You will also need to enable PowerShell remoting on all of your SQL servers. Now, to begin configuring your SQL Server assessment, we'll need a working directory for the assessment data and the path to that directory to reference in our commands. For this example, this directory will be on the C drive with the name Assessments. Next, launch a PowerShell prompt by right-clicking and choosing Run as Administrator. Then run the command as add-SQL Assessment Task. Halfway through typing the command, you can press Tab, and if you see the line autocomplete, you'll know the agent setup module is loaded successfully. Next, add a space, dash, then tab again, and in a string of semicolon separated values, enter all the SQL server names that you want to assess. We recommend a maximum of 40 server names per command that you run. So then, enter a space, dash, and tab. It will then ask you for the working directory and paste in that directory. Now the assessment configuration is complete and is safe to close your PowerShell window. Now open up the Task Scheduler, expand Microsoft, and then the SQL assessment. Right-click the task and choose Properties, then go into Triggers, and edit the trigger to run 3 or 4 days later. Once this is done, right-click and choose Run. Now go into your working directory to make sure that things are working fine. After a few minutes, you will see files generated here. Then go into the Data Model folder and make sure that all your SQL servers are being discovered. Next, go into Logs and open the Discovery Trace file to make sure there are no unexpected exceptions. Finally, after 3 or 4 hours, you can analyze the results of your assessment. Open up your Azure Log Analytics workspace, and for your SQL Server assessment, you will see Recommendations. Clicking on the tile will show you all the recommendations. Clicking one of the recommendations will show you that recommendation, the issue, and the suggested action to fix the issue. This also shows the impact of the issue on your environment, the probability of the issue reoccurring, and the effort needed to mitigate this risk, and finally, which servers and other objects were affected. This concludes the tutorial video on how to configure the Services Hub on-demand assessment for SQL Server.